Ajá. Ok. 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 ¿Algo preferible? ¿No? Todo le echamos entonces. Did we say blocks? Which one? So I think we should do. Did we say blocks or wall? When Betsy comes. Okay, let's do wall when Betsy's here. So let's do. I think I'm going to use block or two blocks for because I think we want to work a little bit on protecting the knees and see what happens. Two for person. That's for them two. Just one more and one more for me. That's it. Gracias. Blocks and something else? No. And straps. Huh? What do you think? All right. Very good. So Mohan and Vidal is super excited about the class. I can see that. Great. So nice to have an intimate class in many ways, although we're being broadcasted in YouTube. But
Can we have walls, please? Walls.
Wall. Wow, absolutely. You want to do walls? Walls is perfect.
Okay, thank you.
And we can do walls on Wednesday for Betsy again. So yes, we can do blocks and walls at the same time.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Trust me.
Appreciate it, really, really.
And we are doing in half an hour anyway.
Can you
Sorry.
see me from there? Is this a good angle?
Yes.
Is this a good angle? Okay. Or do you want me to?
Now you can, you're done. Titite, हे बंद कर. Got it. आणि mute कर.
There you go. Okay, good. So we're doing walls and blocks at the same time. I'm sure she did. I'm gonna give her a test on Wednesday, see if she was paying attention. So importantly, to have time to decompress, right? To feel your physical body. So again, the yoga practice is about a personal practice. And so it's sometimes very difficult to break it down and to make it into simple steps, but it's all really dependent on each and every one of us. How are we really engaging? How deep or how gentle you want to engage into your practice. So simply take the time to observe your physical body to be aligned. And so what is the focus? What is the focus of our attention? What is the focus of our mind? What is in our hearts? What is it in our emotions? What are we carrying in with us through the yoga practice, right? From the entire day. Are we carrying anything with us here? And so how important it is to observe that, right? We can only give to others what we have. And so if we don't have anything, we're worn out, we're exhausted by giving so much away to others, very difficult to have something to provide. And what is the source of our strength? How can we recoup and just bring in your energy back into being centered? And so allowing ourselves to we always have accessibility to our breathing. We all have accessibility to our posture and alignment, and our mind can always bring us back into maybe abstracting from the external world for a few seconds. And so, am I listening outwardly? Am I looking externally? Am I feeling outside my body through my skin? Or can I just turn again? As you can see, all those senses, right? The five senses, the five gross senses that we have, as described by the yoga philosophy, can also be very subtle senses. So actually, the yoga philosophy describes 10 senses, which is the counterpart of the gross sense. So can we allow again that sensation, that feeling? And it doesn't matter externally what it looks like. It's about your internal world, our internal world, which is usually the one that filters everything that happens around and about us. So can I allow myself to very, very gently exhale slowly away from the wall? Just a few seconds. Exhale as if my hips are staying on the wall, but my body, maybe my legs are open and stretched apart so I can feel my body rounding, or maybe my legs are crossed. It doesn't matter. Allow the elbows to slowly touch the floor, or maybe I can use my blocks to touch and I rest my elbows, and that's helpful. Or maybe my blocks can be as tall or as flat as I need them to be. Can I find maybe one block to be very tall and my head slowly resting on that block, or I can place both blocks in such a way that my head is actually settled on top of the blocks. So what is it that is comfortable for my body, and can I allow for a few seconds to stay in such a way that I don't have to carry my head? And how many times do I have the opportunity during the day to not having to carry the weight of my head, that my shoulders are not tense, that my arms are not tense? Can I allow my spine to be lengthened and I feel my hips to be widening? And I be patient. Can I be patient with my body as it exhales? And so, am I hyperly excited with my head or in my head and thoughts, or can I allow myself for a few seconds to be gentle and supportive? One more time, breathing. And let my breath move my shoulders down a little bit deeper, and let them move, and move your shoulder blades and the cervical spine, and maybe your head moves a little bit, and then the inhalation expands and move. And then let my shoulders move gently down. And can I feel my chest and my rib cage, my tummy? One inhalation when the body moves, and the shoulders and the rib cage and the chest and the jaw move, and the spine lengthens, and then the exhalation deflates when we're ready to exhale and release very, very gently. Allow my hands to start pressing to the ground. As I inhale, I raise my body, I raise my torso. I use my blocks or not to come back into center position, and I allow my body to stay very tall, very long, along the wall, flat onto the wall. And I'm going to raise very gently my legs. I'm going to extend them if they're not already extended forward, and I'm going to place the blocks right under my hamstrings. No, sir, we're closed already. But finding the hamstrings to be rested on the blocks. And so I place my blocks facing into the hamstrings that way. So the legs are slightly lifted and I support those thighs, and I stay with my back flat, my jaw drawn in, the head rested into the wall behind, while my elbows and shoulder blades touch the wall as close as possible. And I feel, again, the blocks holding the legs as tall as they're comfortable without pinching, without forcing. And when my body's ready, again, to protect, feel that your muscles and around your thighs are the ones engaged to protect the knees, to strengthen the knees. Allow the exhalation to empty through, and allow my legs to slowly to stretch and lengthen off the ground. And I point my toes, I flex my toes, I push my heels, whichever is most comfortable. Again, we're not warmed up yet, so muscles are not strong to move all the way. Is my head moving away from the wall? Am I arching my back off the wall? Can I still press and lengthen my shoulder blades and stay with my triceps and stay with my back tall? And I feel my legs holding because of your thigh muscles, not because of the knee, right? Is the thigh muscles are holding the knee and hugging those knee joints. And maybe my arms are able to slowly exhale through the sides of my hips and slowly running them through the wall. So my fingers come gently all the way towards the sky without arching my spine, without lifting my back off the wall as much as possible. And again, sometimes the body needs to. Feeling, how is the right arm different from the left? Are they even? Are they extended? Can they still be connected to the wall? Can I I feel my right wrist, elbow, shoulder equally supported into the wall? Can I find my tummy? Can I bring my lowest rib into the wall one more time? Is my chin lifted? Am I stopping from breathing? Am I really fluid into the position? Can I extend in my last full breath? And then exhale and allow my hands and my arms and my heels to slowly touch gently towards the floor. And I feel again, the blocks really sustaining the legs, and I lean gently forward. So if my hips are digging into the wall behind you and without dropping the blocks, I'm going to slowly roll my body forward and then let it gently slide in between or towards the space between my legs. So my hands come towards the ground, towards my kneecaps, the back of my legs, my ankles, my toes, my big toe, looping index finger, and find my head slowly rolling forward. I stretch slowly my back, finding my hamstrings supported so I can now truly flex through my hips. So my glute muscles are really stretching, and I find my head dipping my chin in so my lengthening of the spine separates every vertebrae. One more time. Again, we're breathing. We're really listening to the body extend every time that I breathe in, and exhale through your dummy muscles. One more time. Feel the inhalation. My exhalation slowly moves my spine, and feel the vertebral column coming all the way out in front, and my hands walk into the ground, to my shins, to my knees, to my thighs, and I raise one more time my torso, allowing my back to be very tall, extend slowly, allowing my left heel to the ground, and only my right leg opens and extends away from my body. Toes, pointing toes, flexing toes, pushing the heel. Whenever this side is completely different from the other, can I find my tummy? Can I feel my back? Can I stay with my right hand, the same leg that is elevated, my right hand on the floor and very close to the baseboard, while my left hand opens to the side, and see what it feels like to open the left arm along. And I can find my fingernails against the wall, my chin tucked in, and I raise my left side really tall. My left heel stays steady, and my muscles of the thigh hold. And I move my block, I adjust it, I adapt, I come out of the position if it's uncomfortable and come back in if I need to. Find your body, feel your way into the position, observe your body to train yourself to be connected, to find one more time the extension that supports those muscles in your last long inhalation. Deep breath. And let your body exhale and release the heel and the arm and the elbow and the shoulder, and slowly soften. So what happens to the torso? What happens to the spine? Letting this time the left hand, the same arm that was up, crossing over towards the right thigh, knee, and then looking over the right side of my body. And my right hand elevates with their fingernails slowly facing towards the wall, elevates gently rib height, shoulder height, maybe higher than my shoulder to my head, maybe above the shoulder towards the sky. And I rotate and I feel my right side completely, the right hip, the right ribs, the right shoulder connecting to the wall behind. And so what are the muscles that sustain that? And my jaw is not lifted. I'm not looking towards the sky, and slowly drawing my chin in and feel again, breathing into this position and exhale. My left hand and arm moves and twists as your body inhales. When the body exhales all the way through, can I find my right side completely into the wall and extend it and reach a little bit longer? And I'm able to exhale through the right arm, elbow, shoulder, and release slowly, and take my left arm to gently come towards the side of the body. Settle very gently, allow the left leg to come off the ground, and finding the left toes pointed, or the toes just flexing gently, or the entire foot that flexes, and feel my body sustaining through your quad muscles, and the right heel and toes stay even and gentle and comfortable, and I adjust and adapt as much as I need to, while my left hand stays on the ground very close to the baseboard. My right hand starts lifting, and I breathe as I extend as much as my body needs to. And is the right side exactly feeling the same way as the left? And I feel my jaw drawing in and my entire vertebrae column extended. Can I tuck in my lowest rib, my lower back? If I were to slide my hand behind my lower back, is it separating, or can I feel my abdomen muscles strengthening into it? One more time. Engage your quads, the thigh muscles. Active toes, as your toes are not just relaxed, they're not just gently moving through your ankles, but are activated. And it doesn't mean that you are forcing your body, you're simply strengthening your body. And again, intensity is yours. Find your last one deep breath. Can you extend and reach deeper and longer and taller through whatever side you prefer? And then observe what happens when you start undoing, and let your left heel comes to the ground and your right arm comes slowly towards the floor, and you feel your body exhaling, and you breathe in, and your right hand slowly comes slowly in your next breath in across your torso to exhale outside your left thigh, your left knee. Your shoulders stay broad and your left side connected to the wall. Your left arm starts inhaling and raising towards the sky, and you breathe in. And you're not lifting the chin, you're simply lifting the arm. Can you stay with your left side? So flatten the entire left hip, flatten the rib cage, flatten the left shoulder, left arm towards the sky. Breathe and hold in. Twist gently into position. Can you feel your body? Again, are you moving those muscles? Are you really retracting those muscles inside your tummy? Can you really exercise your bone muscles as if you're just emptying the entire gut area, and those walls of the abdomen come towards each other as you're breathing out? Squeeze them and then inhale and extend. Again, you're just simply massaging. Every time that you breathe out, you move and exercise those muscles intentionally, and your left side of the head, left ear closest to the wall. One last long position. Can you feel your body? Breathing in deeply so your shoulders are broadened, and then exhale, squeeze through the tummy area all the way through. As you inhale, let your left arm exhale and release gently. Your arms, your shoulders, your torso come back very gently to the center. Allow your body one more time to slowly lean forward. Hamstrings stay on the blocks without hurting anything. Adjust them as much as you need to, and let your hands come towards your legs, towards your feet, towards your toes, and then reach gently through your big toe, and your body exhales. And maybe your body slowly finds a full leverage to this position, that you allow the heels of your feet to come off the ground. And I adjusted my blocks right under my hamstring so it's not hurting my legs, but I'm able to lift my legs. And I feel my back rounding, my jaw drawn in, my hips deep into the baseboard, my elbows bending so I block the pushing or the intention of pushing through my shoulder blades, and my jaw draws in, finding the spine, giving me enough grace of my vertebrae column so it can move. Can I find my thigh muscles really engaging? One more time, breathing deeply into this position when the body exhales all the way through. Last long deep breath in. And let my body, again, the hands release from wherever they were, holding those legs, so my heels come slowly towards the ground. I rest them, and I flex my knees a little bit deeper. I separate my blocks from under the hamstrings, allowing the body to exhale very gently. Feel the body crossing your right leg, or bending the right leg, I should say, with the right block, maybe under the right shin or knee or thigh, or maybe you don't need the block underneath the right leg, while the left leg stays tall and long, extended forward. And you breathe in, and without your blocks or with your blocks, you're going to slowly move the left block for easy movement, for less stressful movement. Your left hand comes into your block and carries the block inside or outside your leg. It doesn't matter. The more intense, of course, the closer inside the leg for a full rotation. And the hand keeps walking that block farther down, maybe past your knee, shin, ankle, foot, in front of the foot, while your right hand comes slowly up the wall, and you lightly use the wall to press your body softly forward, not to overstretch your hamstring, not to overtense the leg muscles of your back, but maybe to support that. For some of us, allowing the hand to maybe not be needed on the block, maybe you can go directly towards your left toes or towards the sole of your left foot, and then flex that left foot so you can feel the stretch between your heel and the back of your knee. Not because you're tearing anything, right? Be aware that you're not using or pulling into the ligaments or tendons, but you're really engaging the muscles, and your head softens and your jaw draws in. And as you're breathing, again, not forced, not labored, but just smooth, to open, to extend. One more time, feel that your thigh muscles of the left leg are really active, and you're pressing out through the left heel as you breathe in. Leverage through your right hand, open those shoulders wide apart so your chest really widens. Last breath in, as your head and jaw drawn in, and you can feel the body leaning. Slowly walk the left hand in as your right hand starts descending. Slow motion in reverse order. Feel that, how that affected your back. Find your body exhaling. Feel your right knee raising up when you're ready, and let your body exhale slowly. the right leg out, the left leg flexes in opposite direction, moving the block underneath you. That's why you have two blocks. You can place one and play with the other, or just simply with one block is completely unnecessary to do anything more than that. Staying on the base of the wall behind you with your hips, and let the block walk again outside your leg as little as much as you need to, inside the leg, in front of your foot. It doesn't matter. Find your body supportive and feel that your body exhales, and you feel your hips into the wall, and you press gently out, and your left hand comes into your thigh and maybe towards the wall behind you, while your right hand maybe holds onto the block towards the shin, towards the calf, towards the arch of your foot, and your body exhales, and you breathe in and you exhale slowly. Feel that your tummy muscles, your entire waist area supports the movement, that your jaw is not lifted, you're not pushing, you're not contracting to hold and tighten, but to lengthen. Feel leveraging the movement, and adjust your position. Adjust your hands, adjust your back, adjust your jaw. Undo. Do not let your body tear or go into pain. Observe again that you're opening, you're just making your legs breathe. The hamstrings, the heels slowly open one more time. Breathe into this pose. Exhale. Feel that your body again uses the left hand to leverage the extension away from the wall, and your torso opens those hips, especially from the oblique area. Last 3 breaths. Inhale, inhale. Is your jaw drawn away or slowly still maintaining the alignment of the spine? Can you find your shoulders? Find the exhalation. Again, hips really settle. Again, there's points of awareness here. Find those points. Observe your body. And as your body exhales, slowly, gently come back. Inhale the left arm first, and then the right hand undoes, and you feel your body walking very gently back to center, reaching slowly the left knee off the ground and your left leg forward, and your body exhales. Slowly breathe out. Find the exhalation into this position. Observe your heels pressing out, your toes tucking in, hips into the wall. You can roll your mat and place it under your hips. You can do another mat. You can do more blocks, placing them under your hips so your hips are steady to the wall. And there, sometimes the back or the hips are not able to rotate that way, and you have to lift them a little bit off the ground to feel that connection to the wall. Your knees never locked, your heels pressed out, toes tucked in, exactly perpendicular, and the arms slowly raised towards the front of your body, forward for your palms, the hands facing away from the wall, and the fingernails towards the direction of the wall, and your body exhales, and you feel the body reaching. And again, if I were to come in front of you and press you from the base of your belly, from the lowest ribs, your arms are as wide as need to be, with your elbows never locked and your jaw drawn in, and feel your body again sitting tall. Realign the spine and observe, where is the spine curving from left to right or right to left? Is one shoulder a little bit higher than the other? Are you still securing both hips, and you feel your body supportive of your entire neck area and alignment of the entire torso? One more time. Is your lower back reaching away from the wall? Are you sitting your tailbone area towards the ground? Can you lengthen the spine by tucking the chin? One more time. Feel your body lengthening and stretching all the way towards the sky. When and if your body is ready, take a long, deep breath in. And let your hands slowly move gently forward away from the wall. Exhale, exhale, allow your body. And again, you might be playing footsie with each other, and that's perfectly okay. Especially if you have somebody right next to you, you're going to open the legs as wide as comfortable for you. It doesn't have to be extremely wide. Find the exhalation. Maybe your blocks are going to be in front of you. Maybe your blocks are going to be tall, 2 blocks height, or maybe just one on top of each other in medium height. Whichever position is, you're going to eventually, hopefully, rest your leg or your head on one of those blocks, and let your arms slowly come towards the baseboard. Let your fingers slowly come towards the edge of wall and floor, and let your body slowly exhale, and feel that your spine rounds away from the wall, and your hips dig deeper into the baseboard, and your forehead slowly comes towards the ground, and you feel your body exhaling. Again, observe how far, how tall, how can you play with your blocks so you can body feels the extension, and you're not pushing down on your head, you're lengthening your head forward, and your arms on the wall help you extend and open your inner thighs, your hamstrings, your back lengthens. Breathing in, exhale all the way through. One more time. Feel your body breathing, lengthening. Engage your thighs, press your heels, open your toes, hug your knees. Open your back. One more time. Shoulder blades are not dropping. The shoulder blades are moving towards each other behind your chest, and allows the tummy to tuck in and lengthen your chest away from your pelvic floor, forward through the head, extending away from your tailbone. One more time. Breathing. How you feel your body. And then can you sustain extension? Doesn't mean forcing, just sustain extension of your body farther away from the wall and lengthen the spine, flexing through those hips. One long inhalation. Observe your arms, that your arms are just open and allowing the shoulders to be broad. One last long deep breath. Inhale, inhale. And when your body exhales all the way through slowly, your hands help gently come forward, press your torso and head off the blocks, and you raise your body and you feel your body coming gently all the way into sitting upright position. We're going to allow to exhale the body in this pose. Blocks are going to be maybe placed to the side, and we're going to flex the knees very gently if our knees allow that. And can we put pressure on that knee at all? Yes. Yeah. So find your back to be long, maybe use your blocks to the side of your body. I'm going to place this in my pocket. Hopefully it won't fall and you can still hear me. Find your hands on the blocks. Find your arms bending the elbows, blocks very close to the baseboard, and we're going to raise the body halfway out and finding 90 degrees between my calves and my hamstrings with my heels on the floor, my toes almost lifted. And my body exhales and I feel the blocks again holding me. My torso is just leaning forward. I'm pressing through my hips into the wall behind me with my thighs strong and my hips not lower than my knees, right? So my hips should be at most knee height or at lowest knee height. I cannot go beyond that because that's really straining the knees. I need to have my hips gently a little bit taller than my knees, or at most as low as my knees, and find my toes parallel towards each other. Press your big toe and pinky toe wide so they spread the sole of your foot, so that activates the muscles of your foot, the muscles of your ankles. And when the body is ready, can I find an inhalation? And as the body exhales slowly, carry your blocks off the ground and slowly sit up and feel your body sits up without changing position of your knees or ankles unless you need to, so your thigh muscles become strong. We have brought a lot of blood into your thighs, so your blocks are in your hands. Allow your blocks to come wide and tall towards the sky, and let your blocks slowly be placed in whichever direction you want to, above you into the wall, on the wall, and you feel your body carrying those blocks, and you feel your body exhale, and maybe your blocks touch against each other in whatever, again, length you want to reach, right? It can be in all three lengths of the body. Breathing in, exhale all the way through. 2 more times. Is the abdomen really supportive? Are your thighs and glute muscles really active? Is your back really flat? Can you really use this opportunity to press the center of your lumbar spine and separate your shoulder blades as you breathe in? And the rib cage exhales and flattens into the wall behind your last long deep breath in. Allow your blocks to slowly come gently outside your body towards the ground. Let them slowly touch the floor and let your body exhale kindly. Breathe in. Allow your feet to walk a little bit closer into the wall so your thighs are active. Slowly come gently off the wall and walk your blocks in front of your body, as if your hands are just holding onto the blocks. Left foot steps forward enough that you're going to be able to raise the right leg behind you into the wall without having to flex the knee. So you know how far it is to be away from the wall. So enough that you feel that your right leg, and if it's not, then take your leg down, your right leg, and place it on the floor and walk back or walk away, whichever it is. Use your blocks about shoulder distance or wider, and let your body exhale and feel that your neck slowly softens and you feel that right leg coming a little bit taller, and separate. Really move that right leg as far high as your body allows it, with your right toes slightly rotating away from your body and your heel towards the center of your body. So your right foot is firmly on the wall, heel to toes, and then rotating so you can feel the hip moving and your body exhales, and your hands keep moving forward so your torso and wider, of course, so your torso lengthens and touches slowly the forehead towards the direction of your left shin. Not through your toes, press through your heel, engage your thighs, hug your glutes, open your legs a little bit longer, a little bit taller. Can you separate your hips a little bit wider? Use the blocks as, again, leveraging position when your last long position. Can you feel your body? One more time, breathing deeply. Exhale all the way through. Inhale gently. Allow the right heel to separate from the wall and your right toe to slowly come exactly next to your left one. And stay right here with your hands on the blocks, leaning forward, bending forward, feet next to each other, as close or as separate as you feel comfortable. Look at your ankles, look at the arch of your foot, look at the position of your toes, look at your thighs. Are they holding your kneecaps? When your body exhales, last one time, breathe, breathe, breathe in. Sole of your right foot steady, and your left then slowly moves into the wall behind you. Is that the perfect distance, right? Both legs might not be equally balanced, so you might want to adjust and adapt, and it's perfectly okay to not push through your wrists, but to hold the position. And your left leg opens the left toes a little bit wider than the heel, and the entire sole of your left foot is on the wall, while your right heel of the right foot presses into the floor deeply, and your toes lengthen, and you keep moving, and you keep moving your big toe and your pinky toe wider and farther forward to flatten the sole of your right foot in order to activate the muscles of the top of your foot, the muscles that support your right ankle, the muscles that connect to your shin. Use your inner thigh, open that left leg a little bit higher. Do not make me walk over there. Breath in slowly, press your hips back. Use the block to push back your body so you can really feel the leg climbing up the wall. Find your last two breaths. Feel your left leg slowly lengthen. Again, squeeze the glute, right? What's the point otherwise? To really move those muscles, to really activate the inner thighs in your last long, full extension. Allow your left leg to slowly separate the heel, your toes, and carry it gently forward next to your right leg. One more time, exhale, beautiful. Deep breath. Allow your heels to slowly raise off the ground. On the balls of your toes, do not lower your hips too much, not even knee height, slightly higher than your knees, and let your body stay on the balls of your toes as if you're just leaning into the blocks in front of you. So your calves are contracted and you breathe into it and feel your heels really, really tall. And your jaw draws in and your back is long. Flatten your back, shoulder blades are broad. Move your chest to activate your pectoral muscles, and the jaw draws in, the crown of it extends away from your tailbones. Really flatten your back as if you were a table. Find that back flat as your heels are really tall, your ankles are really held. Strengthen those muscles of your calves, of your ankles that hold your knees, your inner thighs. Use your glutes, use your waist to really engage and broaden your back muscles. One more time, breathe in. When your body's ready, exhale, exhale to your tummy. Feel the length of the spine as you inhale, and then slowly drop your heels. Let your heels slowly towards the ground. You're going to very, very gently allow your body to slide maybe the right hand closer towards the right foot. The left foot stays on the mat, and your right leg one more time steps back, and you're going to touch the wall. This time you're going to rotate completely. That means the right leg comes as high as possible. Your left foot stays on the floor, looking forward, never rotating your kneecap. Your left arm holds the position on the ground on the yoga mat, and your right hand is going to come in closer towards the foot, under the right shoulder, maybe carrying the block off the ground towards the sky, towards the hip, towards the leg, or directly towards the ceiling. And you look down, you look towards the chest, you look towards the sky, and you press through the heel, and you open your hips wider. You open your chest longer. No drinking before class. Inhaling, deep breath, tummy muscles. Can you really open? Can you use that glute? Squeeze it, breathe in, very nice. Open your inner thighs, really strengthen. Allow your inner thigh of that right leg to just open the hip a little bit wider and taller, as if you're just really separating those hips. Last long inhalation, find your balance. Feel your last long, deep inhalation, extending and opening your body long and tall. And then exhale and release your right hand very, very gently towards the floor. Separate your heel, then your right toes, bring your right foot next to your left one. Exhale. One more time. Hands lightly on the blocks, head is always low. Raise your toes and then stay on the heels. Your toes are close into your heels and your body one more time rounds forward. This time it's not back flat, but is allowing your abdomen to tuck and your elbows to bend and your jaw to drawn in and the crown head to point towards the toes as you allow your toes. Imagine that I'm going to hold you from underneath your foot and raise that foot higher. Deep, heels are firm, toes are not rotated, knees don't need to be locked. One more time, flex, really flex your body through your tummy. Every time you exhale, squeeze, make those walls of your abdomen come close towards each other, the front and the back wall. One more time, breathe in, exhale. Find your elbows bending so your torso comes a little bit closer and your feet come a lot taller. When your last lung comes deeply into the shin muscles, allow your body to exhale and feel your body slowly soften to the ground. Beautiful. Find your right foot slowly staying while your right arm moves a little bit wider and farther forward, and your left leg then leans into the wall behind you, and you're going to slowly allow your right kneecap and toes and right leg be aligned and your left leg to start lifting. And you stay from the beginning, you establish the base of that heel to be firm into your yoga mat. Well, your right hand just helps you balance. You can move it, right? You can move it around until you feel that perfect balance. And you adjust and you move your legs and you move your inner thigh, and maybe your left hand is ready to come to the hip or stay on the ground or come all the way towards the sky. And you observe your body longer and taller. Squeeze. Can you raise your right leg, your left leg a little bit taller and squeeze your glute muscles and open your hips? Find your body, exhaling, exhaling. So what works for you? Find your way into the position. Beautiful. Do not drop or squeeze the shoulder. Open your chest. Excellent. Exactly right. And feel your head in perfect position to the ground, to the chest, or towards the ceiling. Let your last 2 breaths, inhale, inhale. Use your inner thigh. Is the inner thigh of that bottom leg, the right leg strong, holding the kneecap. Let your last one, deep inhalation. Can you feel squeezing the glute muscles? Really engaging as you exhale all the way through. And your final inhalation, open, open. And let your left arm support you while your left leg separates the heel and then the toes and then the foot. And then how easy that might feel. Very good. Breath in. Let your body exhale. Walk slowly behind towards the wall behind you. Walk your hands, walk your feet. And enough about maybe from knee to foot distance from the wall, so half a leg behind you until your hips touch the wall completely. And you're going to walk your feet a little bit farther forward until your glute muscles are on the wall. And you're going to slowly tuck the feet over their blocks and your blocks over your feet. So you're going to raise the toes. You're going to stay on your heels. The toes are going to give you your feet to be lifted and leveraged off the ground. And you're going to slowly allow your body to stay long and tall against the wall behind you. And you feel your, again, blocks. Since my calves are really flexible, I bring my feet a little bit closer, or my blocks a little bit closer. If my calves were not so flexible, I press my blocks a little bit farther away and I breathe into this position. Stay strong, really use the blocks, really use the feet to be supported by the blocks, and in there, you can angle the block so it doesn't hurt your feet. Find your body, exhale. Deep breath. Your tummy muscles are really strong. When your body's ready, allow your arms to come wide and tall towards the sky, using your glutes against the wall, holding your fingernails against the wall. Take a deep, deep breath in. Glute muscles are really strong. And then separate your arms, then your head, the shoulders, the torso, and lean very gently forward, as if your hands are coming gently towards your thighs, or maybe your knees, or maybe your ankles, or maybe your feet, or maybe towards the base of the blocks without locking your knees. And exhale and open. Breath in. Allow your body to exhale. Never lock your body, especially in this case, your knees. Find your jaw. Dive all the way forward. Feel your body stretches those muscles that we were connecting to, the calf muscles, the hamstrings, the glute area. Make your body fold gently forward as your jaw draws in and the forehead comes over your shins. Elbows and shoulders broadly. One more time. Exhale into this pose. When your body's ready, walk your hands. Your hands walk in your legs. And let your body slowly come back upright and breathe into tall, long position. One more time, breath in. Settle through your heels. Can you find your body comfortably on the ground while your abdomen is pressing your lower back and your chest is broad and your arms are ready to slowly open and lengthen towards the sky, as if your fingernails are gently touching towards the wall above you and your heels remain easily and comfortably on the floor. One more time, breathe, open your body. Make that your shoulders are not squeezing through your neck, they're broadly extending your clavicles so your chest is broad. One more time, breathe in. Exhale. Use your entire torso, use your back, use your abdomen, most important, your core muscles. Let your last long turn is your lower back arching off the wall. When your last long deep breath in, one last exhalation, slowly elbows and arms come slowly off the wall, the head, the shoulders, and gently, gradually, never lock it. Give with full grace to your body, rounded, extended, reach as little as your hips, as much as the base of your blocks, and feel that your body folding over, and feel that your body flexes through your abdomen and your head dips deeply into the ground, and you feel a full extension, breathing out. One more time, never locking your knees. And what is in your mind? So many times we get, again, by simply staying maybe silent, we get bothered, right? There's so many thoughts that are sticking with us. And we have the expectation, all kinds of expectations from the body. And can I find those expectations to be released as I lengthen out? Make yourself find that way. So it's not anybody else outside, it's not the yoga practice itself who's going to do it for you. It's our using this tool that lets to cleanse, to empty, to breathe out. One more time, breathe out all the way from your gut area, shoulders, spine, neck. In your final inhalation, deep breath. Observe your body to exhale, walk your hands very gently back in, feel your arms holding onto the legs, to the hips, to the wall behind you, and raising your body. Allow your feet to walk away from the blocks. So soften your blocks and walk one foot, walk the other foot. Exhale very gently. Allow kindly for your right foot to stay in the wall, heel stays on the wall, touching the wall. You're going to slowly walk the left leg forward enough that you're going to reach with your left hand that block, and you're going to place it in front of your body. And you're going to place that block in such a way, such distance that your left leg easily can step into it. So I'm going to allow my left foot to slowly and gently touch that left block. Again, my knees first soften, so I don't have to force anything. The heel of the right foot remains touching the wall behind, and my left knee flexes in such a way that I can feel the body's just lunging forward. And my right heel stays on the ground while my right toes open a little bit wider if needed, or as perpendicular as my body allows it to the wall behind. From my spine, find the other block. If I need to use the other block for balance, again, you have an extra block right there. Can I find my left knee bending? When and if my body's ready, can I place my weight on the right heel against the wall? Connect it, feel it. Flex your left knee and your arms slowly come maybe off the ground forward in front of your body, and you lengthen away from the wall, and you feel your fingers and arms stretching as if I were to push or pull you away from your waist. Breath in, flex your knee, use your glutes, open your arms as little as your body needs to. And is your leg supportive enough? Can you feel that leg and thigh and hips and glutes? Inhale. Exhale. Is it a big lunge or is it a tiny lunge for my body today on that left side? Can I observe my body raising and extending, using the left glute muscles, the left thigh, and your final breath in. Exhale, and then release your hands slowly towards the ground. Touch slowly the floor. Breathe in. Allow my left hand to support and slide my left foot off the wall. And then gently step forward next to the left foot, my right leg. And my left leg then inhales back and exhales the heel into the baseboard behind me. And I simply just transfer the block towards the in front of the right foot. As I know my feet are wide enough, right? The right foot is to the right and left foot is to the left of the hips. And I slowly use the block as much as I need to gently flex my right knee and place my right foot on the block as far away in front of my body as I need to. and I observe my knee bending and my heel. My left heel is steady. My left toes slightly wider than the heel. Can engage and squeeze that thigh, that glute. Breathing in. If this is as far as I'm going to go, perfect. Is that challenge enough for my body? Can I stretch my calf? Can I really work with those muscles that hold and protect my knee? Do I need to use the block and remain in the position? Absolutely. Do I need to let that block go and slowly engage my core muscles and my glutes and my arms extending forward as if I were super person in front of my body and flying out? Absolutely an option too. Your option, your body, your intensity. Deep breath, exhale. Use your glutes. Deep breath. Exhale all the way out. Can you observe my abdomen? Can I feel how I'm not sinking my lower back, but I'm strengthening my lower back to stretch forward because my abdominal muscles are now strong. One more time, breathe. Exhale slowly in your last long inhalation. Can I feel my body long stretched? And as I exhale, my hands release very gently if they were lifted, touch the floor, and then walk my right foot gently off the block, halfway down, left foot slowly, gently forward, and I bring my blocks in hand next to my yoga mat. I'm going to raise my body into standing position, and I breathing in. I'm going to turn 180 degrees against the wall, looking into the wall. My hands are going to slowly touch the wall about shoulder height, and I'm going to slowly walk away as if I were to push the wall. Imagine I'm going to push the wall away from my body, and my feet start walking away from the wall, and I'm going to maintain my feet as parallel towards each other as I need to. Toes and heels equidistant, and I keep walking my feet as far as my heels are raising off the ground. And when my body's ready and my arms are wide enough and tall enough so I'm not pushing on my wrists, I hold it through my shoulders. Exhale, tucking my chin, squeezing my glutes, activating my thighs, softening the toes, and then extend my crown forward towards the wall. Or I can slowly turn up my head and look into the wall in front of you, which will require a little bit more of upper body strength. So what is it that my body needs to do? Can I open my fingers, index and thumb support? Deep breath. Glute muscles, are they pushing back? Or are you using your core? Are you arching your spine or are you flattening your body? Again, deep breath. Find your glutes. Again, the definition of core muscles, right? What are your core muscles here that are holding the midsection? Are your glutes and thighs part of your core? Is your abdomen, of course, part of your core? Is the flank side of your waist part of your core and holding? Last long deep breath. When and if your body's ready, take a deep, deep breath in, and then wherever you are, soften your knees, raise your heels, step forward one foot versus the other in front of your body until your body is just about arm distance off the wall. Release your hands. So your hands soften, you're about one arm distance off the wall. You exhale your arm. Allow your body to reach out through the right and left, tall and long towards the sky. Engage your hands until one hand rests behind the other and the palms of hands face forward towards the wall in front of you. Elbows soften, extend, interlace your fingers if you need to, or simply interlay them and let your fingers point up towards the sky and your abdomen open and your glute muscles squeeze and you open your entire hip area, hip flexors, and your jaw stays steady or looks up towards the sky, towards the wall behind you, and you breathe, not because you're arching, you're opening the tummy. All those core muscles that you're engaged now are being extended and lengthened, and hold your tummy. The idea is to bring the pubic area to belly button area space to be really active. And how can you feel that? How can you squeeze your glutes? How can you not pinch on your back and lengthen your torso in your last full extension? Again, your heels are really important to be staying in the ground. One more time, breath in. Allow your body to exhale and release slowly forward. Arms, shoulders, neck, spine. Beautiful. Breath in. Listen to your body. Are you still breathing? Can you exhale very gently? When and if your body is ready. Can I allow my right and left hand to slowly come towards the wall in front of you, about arm distance? So I'm going to now step a little bit away from the wall, and I allow my torso to become as parallel towards the floor as I need to. And my hips are going to be exactly above the feet. So my hips are not behind the hips, although that's preferably, definitely not in front of the hips, are not in front of the ankles or the toes, just to flatten the body, to really use the glutes, to push your glutes away from the wall as far as possible and feel that your back is really long and flat. If and when your body is ready, we're going to stay with your right foot on the ground. So make sure that your weight of your body stays on that right foot as you flex or soften that left foot or knee, and the left leg takes one step behind, just on the floor. Toes of the big toe of the left foot on the ground, and your right arm opens a little bit wider. So if your left leg is moving back, your right arm moves a little bit wider to the right, and then you're going to raise that left, and you feel your body stretching and lengthening towards the sky, and feel your body long and strong, and feel that your right hand keeps moving wider and falling towards the ground. And maybe your block is somewhere in there where you can rest your right hand on the block, as tall as it may be, and your left arm keeps moving taller, and you keep rotating, and you keep opening with your left leg very tall, and your left arm gently into the wall, and you look towards the floor, towards the chest, towards your left underarm, and you find your body rotating onto that right leg and staying tall and long. Breath in. No drinking before class. Exhale slowly. One more time. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Feel your abdomen. Again, core muscles. What are your core muscles in here? Can you find your last long? Again, it's about isometric movement, right? You all are a lot younger than I am, but when you get to be my age, those muscles are really important to maintain them in that very isometric, to hold them, to be able to sustain them. Last breath in. Left leg softens, right arm moves into the wall in front of you. Settle. Press away from the wall. Let your body stand freely. Relax your shoulders and arms. Breath in. Allow your thumbs to move away from the hips as if your palms and hands are exposed to the wall in front of you. And then raise your arms, maybe at most shoulder height. So your chest widens and your thumbs are really moving not only towards the sky, but behind you. So that movement of your hands and arms opens the chest, and you're extending your pectoral muscles. And you move slowly your chest. Your tummy tends to pouch forward, tuck it in, and then open your heart. Open your heart towards the sky and see what happens when you really rely on those muscles of your hips, when you rely on your heels, when you rely on your calves and thighs. And your chest widens and your chin lengthens up and your throat makes stand, and you look slowly to the wall behind you. Can you find your way into your long extension? Open your heart and breathe in. How many times we actually feel like opening the heart towards the sky and allowing all this, again, heaviness and tightness and world turmoil, external and internal world turmoil, to just be open and release. Can I allow myself and invite that energy from the outside to just connect deeply into my heart as I breathe in, squeeze the glutes, exhale, come slowly upright as your arms slowly soften to the sides of your hips. And exhale, very, very gently. Take a deep breath into standing. Realign your body as if somebody were looking at you from the side, as we have said many times, and find that your head is aligned in the space between your shoulders, and your shoulders exactly above the hips, and the hips exactly above the center of your feet. Can you really align? So what happens to your belly and the center of your body? And you breathe. One more time. Can you feel your chest? Can you feel how the shoulders are held in that position that really leads and opens your heart even farther forward in your last long exhalation? Am I sturdy and strong through my feet? Breathing gently. And as my body exhales very softly, one more time. Letting the hands move into the wall in front of you. You most likely are a perfect distance already. Bring your hands slowly to come just about hip height, and your glute muscles to press all the way back to really lengthen your spine, and your feet remain steady to the ground. Make sure your ankles are being held, especially the arch of your foot, with your left leg this time steady. Is that right? Yeah, and your right leg slowly coming behind you, and immediately when your right leg opens, your left arm opens wider, and you stay on the heel, and you use the wall as a prop, right? The wall is helping you, and you're not having to lose balance or to really challenge anything, but just stay steady. And then your left hand keeps open wider and maybe touching the block, and maybe your right hand comes a little bit higher towards the sky. You're not now looking towards the right side of your torso with your right hip, your right toes, your right foot coming taller. And you use the wall, you use the block to support you. There's nothing else to make you fall. You're simply sustaining your balance, and you're gaining control, and you feel your inner thighs, and you feel your hips, and you find your tummy, and you find your shoulders broaden, and you feel your head just extending and opening. One more time, tuck in the belly, use your abdomen. Use your core, use the pelvic floor, engage that deep portion of your body. Exhale all the way through. Beautiful. When body is ready to really engage, now you have full awareness of those muscles. Listen, your brain has to connect to every one of your parts of the body to feel the connection, to allow every one of your juices of the body to be, again, flowing and active in your last long inhalation. Your body breathing deeply, and then exhale and release. Right leg, left arm into the wall, pressing both arms evenly into the wall to push away from the wall. One more time. Exhale, beautiful. Deep breath. Exhale, exhale. Very, very gently. Find your body standing into this position. Find the perfect distance between your feet. Observe your spine. Let your thumbs come towards the iliac crest. That means the highest portion of your hips, where your edge of your hip bone touches your lumbar spine, your lower back, and feel that your thumbs dig into it, and even find the connections. For some of us, easy to use your thumb into the cervical spine, into that little crevice or space between the hip and the vertebrae column, and your fingers wrap around your waist, and the heel of the hands maybe come towards the glutes and rest into the hip, and the elbows and shoulders slowly move back, and the chest opens, and the jaw maybe looking towards your breastbone, towards your belly button area, slowly towards your chest, while your shoulders and elbows move back. Imagine I'm going to touch you from the elbows and shift your elbows closer towards each other behind your back. And maybe your chin is not wanting to stay down. Maybe you're more comfortable with your chin one more time, extending towards the sky, and that's more appropriate for your throat. And you can feel your tongue moving towards the roof of your mouth, and you can look towards the sky or towards the wall behind you, and feel that you're opening intentionally your clavicles. You're moving your chest. We're sitting forward all the time. We're typing, we're driving, we're using the remote control. We're allowing the body to just be in this position. Can I open? What does it feel to be, again, liberated, to not just be in that one position, but to slowly open, and even my throat. And if you allow yourselves, feel your body breathing through your glutes and thighs to strengthen the lower base of your body, the bottom half of your body. One more time, breathing in, and through your mouth, exhale. Really breathe out. Last 2 times. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Through your timing, not mine. Do not wait for me. Do not rush in front of me or behind me. Find your last exhalation when you're ready to breathe out. And then come back, inhaling when you're ready to breathe. Inhale, inhale. And then exhale, kindly, beautiful. Release your hands, arms, shoulders. Stand upright. Watch your body adjusting your feet. Watch your body coming to the perfect distance between your legs. Finding the ball of your toe, the center of the heel, the ball of your pinky toe, aligning. Can you feel your spine, your lower back, your shoulders? Can you shift into an opened position of your body? And I exhale into this pose so I can feel my abdomen, the core, the pelvic floor. One more time, breathe. Open your lungs, oxygenate. Build up your immunity by just simply oxygenating. Observe how your body clears your mind by simply changing the pH, the acidity level in your bloodstream. One more time, feel the fullness of your breath. When and if the body exhales all the way out, very, very gently allow your feet to separate as wide as you are comfortable. So walk outside to the right and left of your yoga mat. Again, you might play footsie with the people next to you. It's perfectly okay to cheat a little bit by pinky toe to pinky toe with the other person. Introduce yourselves afterward the class. Find your tummy to support. Deep breath. Allow your body to exhale and feel that your hands one more time come towards the wall in front of you. And you're touching and you're leaning and you're resting the weight of your body into your hands and fingers, and your feet become really wide and your hips start pushing back and your hands come just hip height. And now you are resting on the heels, you're resting on the ball of your big toe, and you're resting on the ball of your pinky toe. And so how does it feel to open your back? Your hands, your back, your hips are flat, long. Use the width of your legs, and you can change, you can adapt, you can go deeper, you can press into your glutes farther, you can feel how your shoulder blades move, and you can feel how your tummy supports the spine. Excellent. Raise your tailbone a little bit and feel that center of your back sinking. Excellent. Underarms are really open. Excellent. Deep breath. And now stretch your legs as wide as you need to. Feel that your legs are not too far back, but slightly forward, and find your hamstrings. Beautiful. Deep breath. Find your tummy. Excellent. Deep breath. I'm gonna touch it from your shoulder blades, Penny. Is that okay? Breathe in. Excellent. And now feel how your arms can even come wider if you need to feel broader through your shoulders and movement through your scapular area. Very nice. Last 2 breaths. Can you find your tummy? Really elongate the spine. When your head is long and your legs are really wide, find your long extension and your right hand comes towards the ground. Just touch gently under your chest, directly to the floor. Touch your hand directly to the floor and bring your left arm a little bit higher. Walk it up towards the wall, towards the space on the right side of your body, and look towards the left toe, towards the left knee, towards the left underarm, and find your body pushing away from the wall into your glutes, and twist through the waist. Breathe in. Your block can help you if your hand is not easily reaching to the floor. And then again, gain leverage of twisting, that torque that happens from the left under belly, from the left oblique muscles towards the lumbar spine on the right side, that moves down. So the left moves up, the right moves down, and your entire hips, inner thighs move. Last 2 breaths. Can you feel your body really twisting into this position? Your head activates movement, looking towards the left side in your final long deep breath in. Allow your body to settle, soften the elbows, soften your knees, and move the opposite arm gently to the wall. Is that okay to move the arm into the wall and drop the opposite? Do you have a few more breaths? 6 more breaths in here. 6 to 8 more breaths. That'll give you a little bit more room for me to activate, and find your left hand down to the floor and see what happens. Do you need to adjust and move? Move into your hips, move into your inner thighs, move into the muscles of your legs. Your head looks under your left onto your right underarm, I should say, towards your right knee, towards your right toes. Breathe in, twist. Exhale, move your hips a little bit farther back. 3 more breaths. Can you find your body? Extend your legs, open your hamstrings, open your calves, find your feet parallel. Let your last one, full extension. Feel your body really expanding. Use your breath inside your lungs. And then exhale, release your hand to the ground, all the way towards the ground. Touch right hand to the floor. Use your blocks as much as you need to. Allow your body to exhale. Allow your one knee to slowly soften to the ground if that's possible. The opposite knee to slowly soften to the ground if possible. Rest both knees. Allow your body to slowly walk a little bit towards the wall in front of you, and then cross your feet over your ankles and sit back. Sit on the floor facing the wall as if you were being punished. Find slowly your knees and torso looking into the wall in front of you, and let the exhalation settle. Walk closer as if your knees were about to touch or completely touching the wall in front. Let your blocks help you at all times, and then round your back behind as slowly and gently. Your wall is being touched by your toes, so you're not falling. Your toes are helping you descend towards the ground. So your toes or your feet are holding to the block onto the wall, so your body is just resting to the floor through your lower back. And soften your neck. Very nice. Hands on your blocks. You're gonna use them one more time. Toenails, make sure your toenails are secure into the wall in front of you, because your feet are crossed over your ankles, or even if they're not, you can still, with your legs separate, gain leverage. The stickiness of the wall is going to help us. Exhale through, and when your body's ready, use the blocks onto the ground with both hands, and then round your body up. Sit very gently. Use the wall to hold the stickiness of the feet into the wall to sit all the way upright. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Sit all the way upright. Use your abdomen strength. One more time. Feel the inhalation. Exhale through your tummy. Can you breathe your tummy? Not your neck. It's not your shoulders. And then your legs and your hands on the blocks. You allow your body to descend slowly. Again, pressing your legs against the wall to round, to dip your chin, as you already know, to your chest. So it's softly you're back into the floor. And you relax. I'm going to let you stay there just because I feel nice today. Find your body, exhale. Find your feet to uncross, place them directly into the wall in front of you. Allow your body to exhale. So your feet are about knee height. Your legs are about 90 degrees between calves and hamstrings. Your shoulder blades and head is softly placed deeper into the ground. Your hands on the blocks or not, completely irrelevant where your hands are at this point with your blocks. When your body's ready, you're going to allow the right leg to slowly raise towards the sky and just directly towards the ceiling, and feel that your right foot points the toes, the balls of your toes, or the heel of your foot. Observe your right leg. Deep breath in when your body's ready. Take a full inhalation. Observe how that right leg stays very tall, and soften the shoulder blades. The head is not lifted, the neck is not lifted. One inhalation. Sink your ribs, your lower back, your hips. In your last one, deep breath in. Leg extended, moves the heel directly to the wall. So leg straight out, touches slowly and directly into the wall in front of you, and then carries the leg slowly off the wall and up towards the sky. Deep, deep breath. Long leg, long knee, long foot. Exhale forward. Feel that your foot is almost bouncing off the wall, barely touches the heel of the toes, and then comes off the wall as you inhale and raise it. Deep breath, even past the line of hips towards your head. One more time. Exhale slowly. Right leg moves towards the wall. Flatten your belly when you exhale, as you already know, and then inhaling, raise. Deep breath, not your shoulders, not your neck. Last time. Fifth breath. Flatten your belly. Move your leg. Hold it about 1 or half an inch of the wall. You feel it. Your toes and heel is almost touching the wall, but you're not resting on it. And your left foot is steady, and your foot is just hovering right there above the wall, and you breathe in. Shoulders. Are your shoulders lifting? Are you tensing through your jaw? Is your bite tight? Or are you simply holding? Last 2 breaths. Empty through your gut. Beautiful. Last inhalation. Breathe in. Flatten into your belly area all the way through, and then retract your knee all the way into your chest. Just simply hold it in against your chest, against your tummy, without your hands. Just simply flex your knee and use your thigh to come towards your tummy, towards your chest, without raising shoulders, without raising the back of your neck, by moving the spine long, and hold your leg by its own strength, tucking into your tummy. Breathe in. Empty, as if the walls of your abdominal cavity are coming towards each other. One more time. Breath in. Exhale in your last deep breath. Broaden your shoulders when you're breathing in, and then flatten your belly when you exhale. Slowly let your right foot come slowly as you inhale towards the wall in front of you. And rest it when you exhale. Very nice. Feet on the wall, knee height, 90 degrees. Exhale very gently. Left foot raises as you inhale off the wall towards the sky, and let it hold it there for a second or two. And find your toes, ball of your toes, heel of your foot. And you can add intensity, right? You can extend the leg a little bit longer. You can move it towards the head a little bit deeper so you can really activate it. You can really use your abdomen to come towards each other, the walls of your abdomen and lower back, to really activate the flexion of those muscles of your tummy. Again, you use gravity here to really benefit the joints and all the muscles that we've been working on those. And that left leg, one more time, breathe in. Exhaling, feel your abdomen and your spine lengthen one more time. Find your final deep breath in. And when your body's ready, you're going to exhale your left leg slowly forward towards the wall in front of you. Your right foot helps you, of course, against the wall, and your toes gently touch, brush against the wall. And then exhale, exhale, come back in, having raising the left leg slowly above the hips, maybe towards the head. And then with leg extended, you move it slowly as if you're just about to bounce off the wall in front of you, toes or heel, or maybe the sole of the entire left foot touches. And then inhale without resting it, range of movement, not to the side, not locking the knee, just move. And then exhale, and you can add to the edges. So, right, the range of your movement. So, can you feel that hip? Can you feel your joints? Can you feel your tummy? The whole idea is to also reawaken those muscles as you inhale slowly towards the head. You're flexing the diaphragm, and the exhalation flattens the belly slowly, slowly, all the way forward. Really long leg, very high up the wall, and then inhale. Last time, breath in, tall towards the sky, and maybe towards the head area. And then out, exhale against the wall, and you're going to slowly hover. Again, half an inch of the wall, barely. You can feel it. The wall is right there, but you're not resting on it. And you're using the abdomen. You're using the root of that leg as it enters into the waist of your tummy area, into the waist area, into the entire abdominal core, and your body and jaw and shoulders are not tense. Your jaw draws in when your body really flattens, and you can feel how the belly button area descends towards the lower back. One more time, focus, breath in, exhale, exhale. What is distracting you, or what is really allowing you at this moment to be really focused? One more time, breathe in. When your body really flattens the belly, you can feel those abdominal muscles really actively engage, and you raise the right leg slowly towards the sky, and you bend the left knee as much as your body allows it, so your thigh comes very close to your ribs, your tummy, without raising shoulders, without arching the neck. Breathe in and empty. When you inhale, you know to breathe through your intercostals to really broaden your back, to really broaden your shoulders. And as you exhale, you really flatten the belly button area to activate that diaphragm. One more time, observe the dynamic of your entire respiratory system through the mechanical part of it, about it, at least how your chest and thorax move and expand, how that is helping unknowingly to you directly your heart, your brain, the oxygenation of your brain, the elimination of toxins of your body. In your last exhalation, can you feel how the abdomen really flattens, really contract that thigh? Inhale, inhale. And then release that left foot into the wall in front of you, and let your body exhale kindly. Both feet 90 degrees off your hamstrings. Rest softly. Relax your arms, your shoulders, your spine. Make your head light. Soften your neck and jaw. And when your body is ready, maybe your legs open a little bit wider and your feet extend your knees. So walk your feet a little bit wider into the wall and let the weight, so rest. The whole point is to feel that your legs are just slightly wider than maybe hip width, or slightly wider than your hips, to just rest. Rest your toes, rest your ankles. You're going to invert, willingly or not, against gravity. All this energy. And sometimes yoga describes the process of aging to be on our feet. So when we do inversions of this way, is the energy of your body now not escaping through our feet, but regaining back into the system. And really what it means is that we are returning all this blood, all these fluids pooled and just stored in our joints back into our system. Your lymphatic system, the tissues have tons of liquid and water in between, proteins, all these things are just floating within the water of your system, around and in between cells and tissues, And they all need to be cleansed and moved and returned, including your veins. So arteries are full of oxygenated blood. Your veins are the ones that are returning that used up blood into your respiratory system. So that's so important to maintain the rhythm. One last long deep breath. And when your body's ready, slowly let your knees bend, let your feet slowly come towards the ground so the tip of the toes gently touch the baseboard. And your knees are softly bent, and feel what it feels like to decompress all the pressure that you have inverted. So now it's creating benefit around your tissues, entire arteries or circulatory system, endocrine system, your digestive system rests, your jaw, your throat, facial expression, your eyes soften. One last long deep breath into this position. When your body, and if your body is ready, allow your knees to walk on one side, whichever is your one side of your body, and let your knees just irrelevant how far close you are from the wall, let your knees bend and let your body twist on that side, while the opposite shoulder, so if you're twisting to your right, your left shoulder comes to the back of your body. If you're twisting to your left, your right shoulder moves away from those knees, and your head slowly turns away from your knees, and let your body slowly rest, opening those hips, opening the lower back, moving gently to stretch those muscles. Let your abdomen also stretch. You've worked with your obliques, your entire abdomen cavity. Let your last two breaths. Very nice. Soften your jaw. Inhale, inhale. Exhale through, and then walk. Walk slowly in the opposite direction, mirror position. Bring your knees one at a time, using your hands if you need to, and turn your legs exactly in the opposite direction, whichever direction it is. The opposite shoulder remains on the ground, and your head looks in opposite direction from your knees, and let your spine from the neck all the way towards the base of your back. With your knees, the more flexed they are, the more comfortable and maybe intense you'll feel this stretch around your hips and lower back area. And your chest sings and your head softens, and you breathe to open your back muscles. And you exhale to sink your chest. Last one time, and take a deep breath in. As your body is ready to exhale, you can feel the entire waist and back muscles, and kindly roll your knees very gently back to center. You're going to allow your body to originally go to the same original side that you turn your knees into. So roll your body into the opposite direction all the way around. The entire torso, including the head, following through. Rest on that original side that you turn your knees into, because that's your most natural side. Breathe all the way out, and then kindly, when your body's ready, in as many breaths as it takes you, as you already know, walk your hands in, walk your body into sitting pose, pause as many times as you need to, turn your back against the wall, walk your legs softly around, take your time, do not rush, do not do abrupt movements, settle kindly. Take your blocks, place them right under your hamstrings for an easy place position, just to let your legs have a little bit of a bend through your knees. Allow the exhalation to settle your back into the wall behind, and your neck to slowly rest. Your hands to slowly rest on your thighs or in your lap, with your index touching your thumb, and your elbows bending and your shoulders drawn behind, and your jaw aligning your cervical spine, and find for a few seconds not to hold a position, not of your legs, not of your body, but resting gently, touching the index to your thumb into Gyan Mudra, the mudra of the brain of knowledge. opens that connection to our understanding. There's nothing to understand externally to us. It's simply all about how do I become more available to myself and to others? What can I give of me if I don't have that? Can I allow myself to really breathe and observe in a very prayerful way an inhalation that extends and opens the spine, and then bringing your hands in front of your heart center into Anjali Mudra. Let the palms hands to touch into prayer pose. Resting through your heart, finding a place of harmony and peacefulness, a place of truth, most importantly, a moment to just think, just consider selfless, divine love. And you all heard it. It was Vidula who asked for it.